Hi friends, now let us take up our first program in our C Feel Good series. This is a simple program with a simple task. The task of this program is printing a string. First you must understand what is a string. A string means nothing but text. Now this program prints hello C. Hello C. Then whenever we are writing a string, it should be enclosed by pair of double quotes. That means any text which is enclosed by pair of double quotes, that is called string. That means here characters are there, numbers may be there, this is also a string, symbols may be there, this is also a string, even blank spaces are there. This is a blank characters, you understand, this is also a string. So this program is meant for writing a string. That point, simple task. So always remember one thing. Whatever new term I introduce and all that, you should understand the clear meaning of that. In that way, with every program, you should enrich your knowledge. And my advice is, at the end of this program, is you write a brief notes in your own words. Suppose string you learned. What is string? That your observation you write. In that way, with each and every program, you learn new concepts, new terms and all that. Now, with this program, with a small program, you learn many things. And next program, you learn few more things. In that way, one day you can finish the whole language. So, first, focus on this code and a simple program, very simple program. And it consists of seven lines. And I explain each and every line and every bit of program through hands-on explanation. Through hands-on explanation, you can have more focus on each and every element. Thereafter, just imitate me. Imitation is different, copying is different. Don't copy. I don't encourage copying. If you accustomed to copy, you never evolve as a programmer. Just what I am doing. That's why hands-on explanation I am showing you. I write this program on the board, whether it is a small program or big program. I write the program on the board and show it to you. By that, observe each and every element, you understand its meaning and purpose. Thereafter, same program you write and execute. Now, I give you hands-on explanation. There, the program is there. That program I write and every bit I explain. Whenever you are writing a program, you must start with a comment. Comment means this should one slash and star, no space. Slash and star you have to give. And where it ends and all that, again star and slash you have to write. And here, what is the task of the program you have to write. And before that, one thing you do. If you continue this series and all that, you are going to perform hundreds of programs, at least dozens of programs you perform. So for each program, correct number, if you give, you can easily identify whatever program after completion of 200 programs. If you want to set for any particular program, in no time you can find. That's why it is a very good habit. Now, what name I am giving? CFG-1. C Feel Good series first program. In this next program, CFG-2. Like that, first we start with the number. And thereafter, what is the task of the program? Task of the program, already I told you, printing a string. Or you may write displaying a string on the monitor screen. Printing a string means people can easily understand. That's why this is the task of the program. In a simple words you write. You need not write big words and all that. Simple words. One should simply reading this, one can understand what is the task of the program. That point you have to understand. And here, these are the comment symbols. These are called delimiters. Not only that, many other delimiters are introduced. Delimiters means where particular element starts, where the element ends, it shows. Those are generally called delimiters. Already I told you string. As far as string is concerned, these are the delimiters. Double quotes are the delimiters. By that, simply seeing that computer can understand a string starts and whenever encounters another string, another quote, it understands that string ends. So these are called delimiters. Okay, first we start with that. It is like chapter heading. You take any book and see any chapter, you can find the chapter heading. So this is like chapter heading, and it is a convention. If you want to evolve as a good programmer, you must write a comment and proceed. These are the delimiters. And common error is you may write this, you may forget this one. That's why first itself you write and insert the text. That is a good habit. Thereafter, we have to include stdio.h. The complete form of this, the acronym of standard input header file, standard input output header file. That means input and output oriented functions are stored here. Here we are going to use a printf function. Printf function is one of the output functions. That's why in order to avail that printf function, we must write this include file. Here you should not write any semicolon or anything. You have to write this one. And one more thing I am telling you, all these concepts, after this program, I explain in detail in concept zone. In concept zone, separately explain matter of 2 to 3 minutes. That is always good for you to study the concept. By that you can have 100% idea. Here it is not the place to explain each and every element in detail. Okay. Thereafter, int main, you have to write, and this is the body of the main, and return 0. Here, main is the entry point for the execution of program. So main, you think like a manager of the program. So you start with that. Before that, int we write. In the concept zone, I explain why we are writing int. And whenever you write that, at the last statement of this, return 0 and semicolon write. This standard one. Invariably for every program you write comment, you write include stdio.io.h, int main, opening brace, closing brace, return 0. These are the standard items. Always you remember, next program, any program you take, you can find. So here, actually, what is our task? We have to display a string on the monitor screen. So we want a writer. A writer means writer function is there, that is printf. This is the most important function in C, because any program you take, it may be a small program or big project, 30 to 50% of the program are printf statements. That's why you must achieve perfect command over the printf. What is the purpose of printf statement means? Whatever text you give it, whatever data you give it, it displays on the monitor screen. That is the thing. So printf you have to write. Actually, printf function, already explained about function. You have to write like this. So in this, what we have to write? Whatever you want to display, that you have to write. Now we have to write it in a string. Hello. C. You write. As I told you, these are the delimiters. If you miss that, it leads to error. Hello C. If you want to write your name, Mohan Kumar, you write it. Anything you write, any text you write, there is no limit on characters. You may write one character to any number, 100 characters also you can write. Nothing wrong, but you should not forget the delimiters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines program. So you execute this program. Actually, I told you, if you are already familiar with C compiler, you may use that. But my advice is you start working on GDB online compiler. Already explained to you, and you work on that. You can enjoy it, because comparatively with a conventional compiler, if you use the GDB online compiler, you can get many facilities that you can experience that. I need not describe it. Okay, our program is over. Then thereafter you have to save it for that purpose, as it is your first. Okay, with the number only you save it, that is CFG-1.c. Like this you save, because simply seeing that you can understand what is this program. Even 1,000 programs if you perform also, if you give names logically, then you can easily identify. Otherwise you feel like you are in a forest, you cannot find out whatever program you require, and you have to waste a lot of time. Sometimes you may not find also. That's why in this manner you save it. Already I showed to you how to save it and all that, and according to that you save it. Thereafter execute it. If you execute that, what you find, what you are expecting. Hello, see it displayed. Here, one thing you have to find. Here, while writing code only, you must write like this with the delimiters. But in output, it is not displayed. The delimiters are not printed. And one more thing you must remember, that this is a convention like a chapter heading. If you remove the chapter heading also, the content is same. In the same manner, comment is removed also, the program gives the same result. However, immediately after this program, I explain this concept of conventions, rules, etc. and all that into main, etc. I explain in detail. By that you can have 100% idea. In this manner, your first program you perform, and unstoppable journey you must do. And after 3 hours of your, only 3 hours of my lectures, you will be in a position to write projects of around 100 lines even. 100 lines, 3 hours. In the world you cannot find this type of system. This is a open challenge for everybody.